What's up, guys? We're back, episode 6 of the Enlisted Real Estate Podcast. I got my man Brian Baker here with me.
Richie.
I am Richie Fortunato, and today we're going to talk about negotiations and incentives with new home builders. So this one's going to be a pretty exciting topic, I think, because it has to deal with what we do every day and what every real estate agent or realtor.
Thanks for getting that correct.
Yeah, so I'll get the realtor part because.
Yes.
I don't want to get sued by the DVPR. They're probably listening anyways.
Yeah.
But
hey, listen, it's probably Aura that's going to reach
Aura,
out and be like, "Hey, listen, that's a trademark."
Does the FCC? They don't listen to this stuff. But yeah, negotiations and incentives is what's on topic for today. So let's. I'm going to kick it off to Brian with incentives,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because a big question we always get. Every person. Sometimes it's the first question when they walk in. And before they even see anything is, well, what are you guys giving away?
Oh yeah.
What are you guys offering the buyer?
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? What do you think?
I find that to be a hilarious question. So as soon as they walk in, haven't seen a home, know nothing about it. What are you offering? What are you giving me? My first question is, no matter what the floor plan looks like, whether it's a 1-story, 2-story, 6-bedroom, 2-bedroom. As long as my incentive is good, you're going to buy them, right?
Yeah.
And then they say, no, like that's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, well, should we make sure that we at least have the right home that fits for you, and then we can talk about incentives?
Yeah.
And for the most part, everybody's like, yeah, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
So, we can talk about numbers all day, but if the home doesn't make sense, then
They want dessert before appetizer.
Exactly. So, that's typically what I always say, because you get them to think about it, right? And, well, no, I'm not going to buy the incentive. I'm going to buy the home.
Right.
Hopefully the incentive matches. So, that's mine. What do you say?
Sometimes I'll tell them. I'm the same way. Like especially if it's a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
You get to buy a house. That's your incentive. Like, I'm like, you guys haven't even seen anything yet. Why don't you show them the house first? What are you looking for? See if you like the house first before you, try to.
Absolutely.
Try to ask about incentives. Sometimes I'll just tell them, depending on my mood, actually.
I can see that. If a realtor's previewing those, so if a realtor's coming in, they're getting like a preview packet. I'll tell them what it is. You know what I mean? And that they want to look intelligent. I think. With the buyer. And make them, I do know the market. This is what I know. So
yeah, the ones that preview come in, they'll like, I just want to look. I'm looking for a buyer. Is what they're looking for. Can I get a packet? And then they'll take the info. Like they'll write down, HOA info, what's in the incentive. That's different.
Yeah.
When you're bringing them in, and they're 2 steps in, and your first question is, "What are you going to give me?"
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I agree. Now my incentive just got a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we actually had this much. I just got an email. It went away.
It just changed.
It just changed.
Shocking.
So crazy.
But yeah, and then if it's a buyer, if they come on by themselves, most of them. You know who's been looking around.
Yeah. Because
that's one of the first questions they ask you also.
Yeah. I agree.
But you didn't buy me dinner yet. What you don't know if you like me. Go check them out. Check out my models.
Yeah.
And again, depending on how I feel, I don't give them all the incentive because usually, like right now, we have 2. Like we have a closing cost. So like with builders, we just did a lender episode. Well, all builders have their own mortgage company or their own preferred lender.
Yep.
And they give you an incentive to use that preferred lender.
Yep.
Right? We do that for control because we want to make sure that loan's going to close.
Absolutely.
Right? So there's always a closing cost incentive. Sometimes that's all we have. Right now we just happen to have like an option incentive also, So I usually keep that off to the side until I know they like it because there's no point of going into it all if they don't like the house.
Absolutely.
So
do you, on that note, as far as the incentives go and being the topic of negotiation, do you give the entire incentive or do you hold it back to quote unquote negotiate?
It depends on who's in front of me.
Okay, and that's exactly how I am, especially culturally.
That's a big deal.
Some cultures, it doesn't matter what you give.
Yeah,
they have to negotiate. Like that's what they have to do. Yeah. So I do agree with that.
Because I said before, I don't like negotiating.
Yeah,
it's such a pain to me. Like some people love it. Yeah, and they get off on it and they're great. I'm just not a fan of it. So I will do it. Like, did you have cultural buyers?
Yes.
Who you can tell them everything. You give them everything up front. They're a lot more. Now you're screwed. Because you're not going to give them, especially if the house doesn't exist. If it's a to-be-built home that you're starting from dirt, There's no negotiating. This is it.
Yeah, you control the price.
Yeah. So you're not going to get anything extra.
Mm-hmm.
But so if we have like the option incentive, or depending on what the incentive is, I'll tell them the closing cost because there's always one.
True.
And I might tell them a little bit lower sometimes.
Yeah.
If we have 7,500, I might tell them 5.
Yeah.
Because the closing cost, people don't know, is real money.
That's dollar.
Right, dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
So if something happens, if I only tell you I got 5, I got $2,500 in my back pocket now, right?
Yep.
And if the 5's enough for you, and I have $2,500 I can give you for options or something,
Oh yeah.
And the builder actually prefers that. Because they make money off. Now it's like 40%. So
yeah, 100%.
Well,
you find out what.
You gotta find out what's important to them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it money up front? Is it option? You have to feel right. You gotta know who's in front of you, what your buyers want.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. Is a lot of times, you'll see people that this is the incentive or whatever the promotion is, and it's just spewing out of their mouth, and they throw it all out there. But then after they get the incentive, then now they're still negotiating beyond what that is, and they're giving top dollar. But in reality, if you build the value, right? So I know you don't want to negotiate, but if you can at least build the value in what your product is and what you have for them, then taking a part of that and put it towards something that's important for them, and that instills even more value, and they end up negotiating less. You know what I mean? Because they feel like they're already getting something, and you're not giving the whole house away.
Yeah, the NC has to know. You have to do the value thing, and you also have to know what your competitors are doing, and you have to not be scared to use that against them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't be scared to have, if you're in front of me and you're comparing me. You're like, I'm also looking at this house on the street, right?
Yeah.
You don't be scared to go on the computer right in front of them and look up that house.
Yes, they're going to do it to you.
Yeah.
Like we talked about this before, where they go shop around and try to pin us against each other.
What house you looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the Newberry. I'm like, oh, let me see here.
So one thing I took from Dana is
that book.
I said, do you still use it?
The option book or the comp book?
The comp book, yeah.
We have one. I don't use it.
So I made one when I got out to my community, and I still update it, and I still use it though because people come in and they start talking about this floor plan and this floor plan, and I'm like, what? You want to talk apples to apples because it's not, so I'll pull it out, boom, and then they go, and you see them go, I think he knows, you know what I mean? So it shows that like I know the area, so don't make things up, but then I can show them like, look, this is what you're telling me, but in reality, like this is better. Yeah. This meets what you're looking for. So I actually do use that. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate it. It's carried on. So
don't tell her I don't use it.
Oh no, I won't listen. Between you and me, I'm not saying anything. But carry on.
But I do know some NECs. I work with some. They are literally scared. They're scared of negotiating. Yeah. Like I'm not scared of it. I just don't like to do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I will call them out, and I'm very straightforward.
Yeah.
So for the negotiation part, especially if it's a new home, and then if it's a new home that has to be built, if the buyer has a realtor, that realtor needs to set the proper expectation that, listen, in today's market, there's no negotiating.
It's a seller's market. There's low inventory. Not that we're trying to take advantage, but like at the same time, we don't have to give the house away.
Yeah.
To make the sale. So
like it might be we literally have a backlog. We're behind. Like we can't build them fast enough.
Yeah.
So there's no reason. And so if you're in the park, if the realtor is in the parking lot of the buyer, like, listen, I can get you. I'm the best realtor. I can get you all this and blah blah blah. You need this much. We're gonna pay all their closing costs. We're gonna do all this. No.
Well, I just when I hear that, I just assume that means they're giving their commissions. Yeah. So that's pretty cool of them.
Yeah, it's nice of them to do that. They're generous.
Very generous, man. I'd never make it as a realtor then.
No, I give all the money away. Dude, I had to do that one time recently. That was my good deed for the year. I went home and told my wife, I'm like, listen, we kind of donated some money today.
Oh yeah?
Dude, I felt bad, man. So if we go back to the lending thing, I had this buyer who came in pre-qualified with the lender. Well, he came in with the realtor. They wanted to use the realtor's lender, right? Because they're the best. Well, so that's fine, but he didn't get any of the closing costs. But I got him extra money, like towards options and stuff, Okay. So we get that close to closing. All of a sudden, his numbers are wrong. So his cash to close was way off than what he was told, and he had to come up with about $12,000.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah. So he's like, Rich, I don't have the money. I can't. I'm like, well, listen. And he already gave me like $18,000 deposit.
Oh, nice.
So if he doesn't close, he's losing $18,000.
Wow.
And I like the guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. So I called a realtor. I'm like, listen, it's $12,000. We got to find a way somewhere where we can help them, you know?
Yeah.
I think maybe it was 12. It was 9. It was 9,000. It was 9,000.
Still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I'm like, listen, I talked to the buyer. I'm like, dude, you got to come up with something. Like, what can you do? And he's like, and I told him, this is my plan. I would like to be able to do something, and we're all three of us can come together and split it 3 ways, right? So I'm thinking maybe I can go to Park Square, be like, yo, this is what happened. Maybe maybe Park Square will give him some extra money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Realtor? No.
Really?
Dude, so this guy, he's like, I get a pay advance from work. The most was like he can get was like $3,000 or $4,000, right?
Was the realtor already given money? No.
So I call her and I'm like, listen, he has this, and we had all the statements. Like, we knew how much, me and the lender, we knew how much money he had in his bank account, what he can afford. Like, he literally had nothing left.
Yeah.
And he was about $5,000 or $6,000. I got the realtor to give him like $1,000.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
Like, can you do 3? I mean, you're getting, the house is like $350 or something like that. So I'm like, you're getting about $12,000.
Right. You can only give up 1,000. I mean, like,
and you're gonna lose everything.
Right.
And this guy's gonna lose $18,000. And she's like, no, I can only do 1,000. I'm like, whatever. I was so mad. And I'm like, I just gave him everything.
Did you really?
$5,000. I'm like, and so I went home. Like,
sorry.
We donated some money today. I mean,
it's an interesting. That's a whole interesting thought, though, right? Like, so you think about the ones that come in and they expect us to basically buy the house. Like, you want a home, but you want us to buy it for you.
I'll probably never do it again.
But I mean, like, at the same time,
I like the guys. Nice,
there's certain situations where. Yeah.
Got some bad info.
Yeah, you know, that's
why they listen to the realtor. I'm like, and I told him, I'm like, this is why you always go with the builder's lender.
Yeah. I agree. So the other
part, they have accountability to the builder.
Yep, because they want to have that name associated with it, with the preferred.
Yeah.
And if they're not upholding their end of the bargain, I mean,
they get fired.
They'll fire them.
Yeah.
They'll find somebody.
They'll lose a lot of business.
Exactly. So when the home is ready and you're ready to close, like, we could hold them to the fire and say, hey, they're ready. Like, we're closing this. Not you're the lender. You hold the keys. Because in all reality, an outside lender, they hold it, right. They've got the power. If they just stall their feet, you know, like, nobody's closing until they give that clear close, right?
Yeah, but then what they also don't know is we set the closing date.
Mm-hmm.
If your lender's not ready, you don't close. We're charging like $350 a day.
Like you said, there's a per diem every day. Yep.
Yeah. So
that adds up.
I think we got a little sidetracked there.
A little bit.
When we talk negotiations, don't be that realtor in the parking lot saying you can get you get your buyer moon and the stars, because in today's market there's no negotiation, especially if it's dirt. You can't negotiate in dirt.
Yeah.
You know? Now if it's an inventory home, you can usually negotiate a little bit. There's a little more leeway because the house exists, and we're paying carrying costs, and we have
We look at it as we've built the home, we selected these options. Yeah. It's not necessarily 100% what you may be looking for. You know, not that any home is perfect, right? But you know, I think that's why they're willing to maneuver a little bit, negotiate. I still get people who ask, you know, what can you do on the base price?
Yeah.
Nothing, you know, and that's the base price of the home. That's the cost of the home.
Right.
So, you know, anything else, that's whatever you want to add on. So, yeah, that one always gets me too.
The base price.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll never go, especially like inventory home. Never go below base price. Actually, base price and lot premium.
Yeah. Yep.
So, both of those. And then you do have lot premiums. So if the house is oversized, if it's on a corner, if you're backing up the woods, water, or if you have a wall behind you, you're going to pay a lot premium.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's limited land availability, right?
Mm-hmm.
The lot costs the developer money, costs the builder money. So yeah, those are definitely in there too.
Yeah,
that's a good point. But I don't know, incentives crack me up. You know, we always do I always find that, like, they'll do a promotion, but the promotion is published everywhere. So it's like, but it puts all of it out there. And for, like, we already talked about, I want to have some in my back pocket because then I can utilize it in certain ways. But it's hard to do. You know, here's a flyer sitting on my front, you know, table. It's how do I negotiate with that?
Do you leave it out?
I mean, I kind of stuff it around the side as much as I can, but I mean,
Yeah.
like they still send the flyers out. And,
I don't put them out.
yeah. I mean, I understand why they publish it because it's marketing, right?
Yeah.
Let's get the word out there, draw some people in. They did a promotion right now, and it was blanket. Just, hey, ask your sales consultant, about the promotion, right? I like that better because at least you're getting out there still, but you're putting the power in my hands at least to kind of figure out what we really need to do versus just throwing it all out there.
Yeah. I don't like those when they market our incentives.
Yeah.
Like any marketing material we get, I don't even put it out because I don't want them to know.
Yeah.
Especially like give inventory home in MLS.
Yeah.
And they want to put in the remarks like what the incentive is or what contributing to closing costs.
Yeah.
I tell our people here don't put it for Sawgrass.
Right. I agree. I don't care for it to be in there either. I don't know.
Because I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to give you everything I have.
Right.
Even if you don't ask for it, I'm going to give it.
The incentive is the incentive. Yeah.
But I don't want somebody hounding me, like trying to beat me down to get extra when you're not going to get anything extra. So, but you want to play, you want to negotiate. So if you need to feel like you got something extra,
absolutely,
sure, I'll make you feel like that.
It gives them the power, the feeling of power, right?
Yeah. They don't ever believe you when you tell them that's it. They think there's always more.
Always more. Yeah.
No.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, you ever let anybody go? Like just tell them this isn't the place for you, and they keep asking for the orange.
A lot. Yeah, absolutely. Like, hey, listen, you keep asking me to go for more, and this is all we got. So this obviously is not the place for you. I can put you in contact with the consultants across the street. I'll call them for you if you want.
Yeah.
And then just look at me like I'm crazy. But like if this is it and it's not going to work, either you don't want the home, or you do want the home, and we can go write the contract. So I mean, like, you tell me.
Yeah, because if you didn't want this home, it's $1,000 is going to make you buy this home, or is the one down the street you're also looking at? Because if you like that home down the street, you're going to be at that home.
Exactly.
Talking to that person.
Exactly.
Right?
What was $1,000 on a monthly payment over 30 years?
Not even Starbucks.
Yes. I don't know. Starbucks is pretty expensive. Just kidding, Starbucks.
They're $5, $6. No.
Yeah. Even for a black coffee.
It's ridiculous.
That's all I drink, black. I don't want to ruin it with all this
You
stuff,
you like your coffee like I like my moods.
Yeah.
Black. I heard that somewhere.
I was going to say, where did you hear that one?
I'm not that witty or quick to come up with something like that.
I know, but all those quick comebacks, you got those pre-written, right?
Oh yeah, I study those.
Yeah.
I write them down, and I practice them in the mirror.
That's why you're so charismatic. I got it.
Practice. It doesn't have to be nice.
Oh man, I know. I'm working on it.
Let's like Juvenile said. I get it from my mama.
Negotiations.
Juvenile.
I like it. I like how we flow with this.
You never know what's going to happen here. We should have Juvenile for our intro. We need intro music. We can get some Juvenile.
There we go. Hey, this is a shout out to Juvenile. Maybe we'll have him on the podcast, do an interview. So if you're hearing this, give me a call.
What was the group called?
Well, we're probably not going to call
No, the 504. No, it's something else. I don't know. Was Juvenile with Little Wayne? Were they in the same group?
Yeah.
There?
I thought so.
I
mean, it's been many, many years now.
I miss 90s and 2000, early 2000 hip hop.
Yeah. No kidding.
Who'd you listen to?
I mean, everybody who was cool, I always listen to the hip hop type stuff. So
yeah, who's your favorite? Like, who's your top five?
In the 90s?
Your top 5 hip hop artists.
Right now? I like Jeezy. He's at the top right now.
Okay.
There's something about the flow that he has. So that's like, you should see my play mix
What's
for the gym. It's embarrassing.
Why? Justin Bieber?
Mariah Carey, some Justin Johnson. I don't know. Who's on your playlist?
I don't have a playlist, but I still listen to the same people I did, in high school. Like,
is that because we're
Tupac?
Old? Yeah.
Eminem.
We're old, that's why.
Biggie.
Yeah.
What else I listen to? Snoop, early Snoop, not the new Snoop.
Yeah.
Early Snoop, Doggy Style, Lottie Dottie. We likes to party. That was one of my first songs, man. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. Anyways,
yeah.
We got Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, Snoop. Who would be the 5th? I don't know, man. That's hard.
That's a hard one.
The 5th one. I don't know.
Favorite on our playlist from negotiations. I think we got off topic.
Oh yeah, man. Well, you never know what you're gonna get on this podcast.
You never know what you're
You
going
came
to
here for real estate. You stay for the hip hop
Stay
from
for
white
the
guys.
hip-hop. There you go.
White guys talking about hip hop.
Exactly. Sorry, we're trying to get Juvenile in here on for the next interview, but
Lil Wayne.
yeah. So how do you think? So on negotiations.
Next will be about basketball.
Yeah. There you go. When a realtor comes in,
We should do it.
he has somebody.
We should do a sport podcast or something.
You want to do a sport one?
Fantasy sports.
I was just about to say fantasy. We could do a fantasy.
There's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones. Like real estate. I looked up real estate podcasts. There aren't that many good ones.
Not ones that I wanted to sit there and watch for more than 30
It's
seconds.
like, hi, this is the Enlisted Real Estate Podcast with Brian Baker and Richie Fortunato.
Dude, you sent me some of them. We were talking about like doing this, and I was like, Richie, this isn't serious. Like, is this a joke? You know, they were yeah, they were.
Today we're going to talk about negotiations and incentives. When you are negotiating, is
I like the deep,
Yeah, that radio.
like midnight, radio
Yeah.
voice.
yeah.
It's how you get people to pay attention on that.
So let's bring it back.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
Well, we weren't talking about anything right now.
Oh.
Literally, I don't think we were talking about anything.
Yeah.
But on negotiations, realtor comes in. What do you think is the best way for them to negotiate them, or to present an offer, or how do you feel that they should go about it?
If they want, it so depends. If they have the buyer with them and they want to do it right in front of me, just tell me. Just tell me what it is. Because realtors, we do the contracts, right? You don't have to do a far bar or anything and present an offer. Like you just tell us what you want.
Right.
Email, text, call. Usually, if you're going to negotiate, you have to be in front of us, right? Most of the time, our managers are not going to look at it if you're not in front of us. So just tell me what the offer is. If it's an inventory home, if it's a 2-bedroom home, you want to offer something, just stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you no. It's
Right.
the incentive. That's it. If it's inventory home, you want to present an offer. You just got to tell us what you want. We'll submit it as long as it's reasonable. If it's not reasonable, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
The best realtors I have that I work with, they'll text it to me and I'll text them back.
Right.
Right? I'll be like, this is too low.
Yeah.
Right? Or you need to start at this number.
Right.
Just for me to even submit it.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's another good point, submitting it, right?
Yeah.
So like in general real estate, if, a buyer has an offer to a seller, agent has to submit that, and, we don't have to. I mean, right? So we represent the company, but
yeah,
I get a crappy offer. One, if I do submit it,
that's what you're saying.
he doesn't even respond to it. We're going to go have a sit down, and he's going to tell me why I suck at my life.
Right.
So, it makes me sad when he doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I think, I want skin in the game too, though.
Yeah.
How many times have you had somebody try to negotiate and you're working it, and then you're like, hey, cool, so we agree on if I can get this done, like, we're good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good. And then you go through the whole process and you finally get, all the approvals. Yeah, they're not good, and they went and bought someplace else.
Right.
Like,
That's why you have to be in front of us.
be right.
And then if you want to submit an offer, you got to have a pre-qual.
Yep.
So we're not going to submit without a pre-qual either.
Yep.
So
Give me a pre-qual. I want to know you qualify.
pre-qual, yeah. Sometimes they want to see,
I want a check. Give me a check. Give me a deposit of some sort.
Yeah.
Show me that you're serious. You
Yeah.
know, you don't. Even in general real estate. I mean, I guess you don't submit the check per se, but
Yeah,
you
right.
write in there. Hey, this is my deposit. If you accept this, I'll
Yeah.
immediately will transfer into escrow.
Mhm.
So I just want to show that you're serious and not wasting my time.
Yeah, but for negotiate, if you're a realtor going to negotiate with the new home builder or the NC on an inventory home, let's have good communication, because we want your offer to get accepted. We want the person to buy the house, so
Of course.
we're going to do whatever we can to get to the number as low as we can. I mean,
Yeah.
we work for the builder, but
Yeah.
we also look out for the buyer. I think I do, anyways.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't try to screw anybody over.
Right, I was gonna say, I think if you are, as a new home sales counselor, right, if you're screwing with a buyer, first of all, that realtor isn't gonna want to work with you in the
Yeah.
future. That buyer's not gonna respect you, especially if they realize that you're trying to
Yeah.
jerk them over.
Yeah.
And it's not to, I mean, and I think it's tough for our position, right? Because we want to earn the relationship of the buyer and the realtor, but at the same time, we do work for the company.
Right.
And that's not to make us the enemy, the bad guy, or the used car salesman, but we've got to walk that fine line where we're working to get the deal because we want the deal, and
You want the deal.
and they want the deal, and
And we're going to spend time with the buyer for the next
however long, yeah.
6
so
months to 8 months, unless it's,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think
we end up having a better relationship with that buyer, usually.
Right. Typically have
We're going to see them more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're
going to come in, check on their house, stop in, say what's going on,
we update them throughout the process.
If there's any issues, they come see us.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Oh, I agree. So I definitely want just to know that it's a real deal. You know what I mean? I'm not wasting my time. Especially I've got one that they kept wanting to negotiate, but at the same time, like, they're not serious, right? Like, this is what it is, and they're not. It's always something different. So as soon as we figure out, like, okay, if we do this, you're in, and then, well, actually, what I really want is this, and then, okay, well, if we get to this, are we good? Well, you know what I mean? Like, so they're all over the place, and so I'm not submitting offers. No. I'm not doing any of it. Like, until you can figure out what do you really want, what do we need, and then if it's realistic with what we're looking at, then cool. Like, let's sit down, let's talk to each other, come in, and have the deposit ready.
Yeah.
So I think that's hugely important. And I think it's good for the agent working with them just to set the proper expectations on that, right?
That's big.
Yeah.
The buyer's looking at the realtor.
Yeah.
For advice.
Yep.
So you have to set the right expectation. And some of them do a great job.
Yeah.
I work with some that's phenomenal. They're like, oh man, that's really good. Or, they'll like I said, they'll text me the offer, and I'll text them back. We have good communication.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you need to start here, and they'll be like, okay, guys, I think we need to, raise the offer a little bit. Communication and proper expectations on the realtor part on when negotiating.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, and it depends on the market. So, like right now, it's hard. There's not enough homes, so we're not going to negotiate. Just because we have inventory doesn't mean we need to discount it.
Absolutely.
We're going to sell it.
Yeah, it's going to sell. I promise.
So.
How long does your process take? So if let's say you are submitting an offer, you're sending it up to higher levels. What's your time frames? I mean,
it depends. If it's a weekend, you always have a manager on call. It could take, depending on what the offer is. I mean, it could take 20 minutes unless it's too low. And then if I have to go higher.
Yep.
Like I'll go to Monica you just met. So it just depends. I mean, it's usually pretty quick unless there's a lot going on that day.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
But you don't have to wait days.
Yeah.
You might have to wait, half hour or so.
True. Time of day. That's time of day.
Yeah. But if it's during the week, it might take longer because they're all in meetings.
True. Yep.
So
that's a good point. So I mean, as much as I would love for them to sit there and be like, hey, if we negotiate and I'm sending it up, I'll know in 10 minutes.
When I have to be negotiating, I know it. I have a very good idea what number you probably say where you need to be.
Absolutely.
Right? So I will know. If for example, the house is $350 and they're like, I'll offer you $320. I know in my head, if they want closing costs also, right? I know in my head I probably have to be what I have similar, or in the past, I probably have to be like around 340, 335, somewhere around there, right? Well, I might tell them, listen, you got to start at 330.
Yeah.
I'll start doing the paperwork. I'll start on my computer. I'll start doing everything at 335.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I have a good idea. And then I'll start. I'm like, listen, and I'll start printing out the contract. I'm like, this isn't going to be approved, but I'm pretty sure you might get it at this, and I'll have them start signing it right there. If it doesn't get approved, well, you just rip it off and I'll just go. I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that though. I mean, it gets them involved. I mean, you're getting skin in the game because they're signing the contract.
Yeah.
I think that's a good tactic. It's a lot of papers to sign though.
Sometimes I'll offer. So it is. If they offer like $325, or say they offer $330.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, they offer me $325, and they're like, no, it's got to be $340.
Right.
Right. Or $335.
Yeah.
And I'll start at $335. I'm like, listen, they came back at $340. And they're like, oh, you want to meet in the middle?
Yeah.
I'm like, sure. I'm like, never mind. Your realtor's really good at what he does. You got your $335. You can tell they've done that, and the realtors love it, man. They don't have a clue what just happened.
Yeah.
But if you make them look good, they love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got the best realtor, man. You got your $335. You've been beating me up.
Beat me up.
You took me aside, beat me up.
It's crazy. You see his eye?
So. All right, man. Well, I'd love to keep going, but want to keep going, or you want to end it? We're about 30 minutes in.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Well, like hip hop talk.
No kidding. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. You got any final notes on that one?
No, I mean, we'll probably have to revisit this again. It'll probably come up a lot because it's a big part of our job.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a good.
Everybody watches that $1 million listing and they think that's how it is in real life.
Right.
So
it's a good start on that topic, right?
Yeah.
So like I think it'd be cool. We'll get a realtor to come in and kind of sit with us and talk on this one too, especially one who does like a lot of new home construction sales. I think would be awesome.
Yeah.
And to get a bigger perspective on what that looks like on both sides, and I mean some of the agents, I mean they know, you got the ones that are they know kind of how it works and how not to, try to play the game, to make them look good. So yeah, I think we could really expand it a lot. We'll bring somebody in for sure. Yeah.
I'll let that realtor come in and talk about that. Because we had some that they do a ton of new construction. You see them all the time, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They're great.
Yeah.
You know? So, and all their deals go quick.
Exactly. But they also know they talk differently. They understand the process.
Yeah.
They're not, and you think about how many times you have, stop selling, they said they're good, now you're overselling and now they're second guessing, so you just got to know when to negotiate, when not to negotiate, and when we're
stop.
when we're stop.
When the buyer sits there and go, oh yeah, I really like this house. I think I found it, or whatever they say.
This is it.
Dude, I love this house. So nice.
Hey, I'm so glad you love this house, but we got to go. So we got our next appointment here in 30 minutes, and we're going to be late if we don't leave right now. But I love this house. I don't care. We need to see everything, So, yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You're done. You're done. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You made a sale. Cancel the next ones, Although I hate being the next ones and they don't make it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it happens. Yeah. I'm tucked away in the back. You passing in 4 or 5 other communities before you get to me, so it happens. I get it. So the metal closing.
Once they find what they like.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. Even though they haven't seen mine, because mine's better.
But then they have to meet you.
Ah, that's true. Those poor
They made out.
Those poor people. I feel so bad for them. That's the first thing. As soon as they walk in, I'm like, listen, guys. First of all, I'm so sorry you have to talk to me.
You want to talk about her? She's really good.
She's really good. Let me introduce you. Let me introduce you.
Sorry, it's my turn.
Yeah. She's busy.
Sometimes I'm like, do you want somebody who knows what they're doing, or do you want to talk to me?
That's got to instill so much confidence right off the bat.
I don't think people take it serious.
I don't.
Because who says that?
Nobody. Except for the people who are probably really good at what they do.
Yeah, it probably. Maybe it's just an insecurity thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you're just modest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen you write some deals, Richie. Like some ones that I did not expect.
They're the best. I worked with this one girl. So it was in Sanford. Community called Wyndham Preserve, where Larissa was at.
Yeah.
I took her spot there. After we sold out the townhomes, and then they moved me over. And my first day with a girl, her name's Tiffany.
Okay.
Right? I don't know what Tiffany knew about me, but I think she probably heard things, because Dana talks, and so he's like, oh, Richie and his lucky socks, and all this other stuff, right? So it was my first day at Wyndham Preserve.
Okay.
And Tiffany's in her office, the lady walks in, and our first question is, she goes, what builder is this? Right behind me is a big metal sign that says Park Square Homes.
Park Square, yeah.
So I go, if you can't read that sign, I can't sell you a house. I know to be in her office, I'm like, who says this?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
She bought a house.
Oh, I bet.
She bought it.
I bet.
It was great. I took her out, showed it to her, bought it that same day.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's funny because she was about to buy a house in like Davenport, but she worked at UCF. I'm like, but Davenport, the houses are so much cheaper, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we're only probably 20 to 30,000 more. But over time, I mean, monthly, that's not a whole lot.
That's not a whole lot.
I mean, we're driving from Davenport to Oviedo to go to UCF. You're paying that gas, toll, stress.
Yep.
Who wants to be like driving from Davenport I-4 to 417 or whatever?
I-4 is terrible.
I-4 is worth 20 grand alone to stay off of it.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, once you make people realize, does not let price stop you, because how many people came in and said, I only want 300 and they end up at 350.
Yeah.
Oh, all day long.
All day.
And it's but now we're getting off topic again.
Yeah.
But
that's because we negotiated them up to the 350. That's how we throw the negotiation back.
Yeah. But that was funny. Who does that?
I don't know. I like it though.
That's why I'm so bad at what I do.
I might use that one. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't.
Yeah. Because we get asked all the time, you know. But there's a big sign that says the flags are different. It's on the board as you walk in. It says the name of the floor plan and the company. Yeah.
Well, from the parking lot, driving into the parking lot, there's a sign.
Yep.
And it has the hours and it has the builder. Walking up to the door, on the door is a sign. Above the door is a sign.
Yeah.
Walking all the floor plans have the name. Behind me is the name. All the models are like that, you know. So I like this with the military that come in. Like, you guys do VA loans? I'm like, what branch? Like Army. I'm like, oh man, we all make mistakes. I was like, tell me you're in the Air Force. I'll give you a better rate. And they're like, really? I'm like, that's why you're in the Army.
Yeah. All right, Army buyers, listen to me. Don't make me look bad out there, right?
That's this guy walked in yesterday with a Gator shirt.
Yeah.
And what's your starting price? I was like, well, it was $316 before you walked in. Now it's $330 with that shirt. He's like, really? I'm like, no.
Like, I don't know. What are they thinking? You know?
They were thinking, like, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, you can never tell your managers, like, this stuff, because you got to be, like...
So, I like you probably because, you know, being in the same community, I think I took some of your habits. So, when I first started with the company I'm at now in the community, my manager, my project manager, he was there all the time. So, he got to hear some of the comments that comes out of my mouth, and he would literally just sit there and shake his head like,
right.
What are you, like, who says that? You know, like, what are you doing? You know, but people would eat it up.
It's different to remember you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you know, everybody else is walking up, hey, how's it going? Welcome. My name is Brian Baker.
Yep.
How can I help you today? What are you looking for?
Yeah.
You know? It's the same routine.
Yeah.
You know, I guess we could do it, but that's not not my personality. It's not your personality.
I get bored. I like to invite them to my desk. As soon as they walk in, just invite them to the desk to write the contract.
Okay.
A lot of times I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I haven't even seen the house yet. Oh. Do you want to see and then buy, or do you want to just...
Why did I before they send the team?
So sorry, I read this all wrong.
I just went to a training and said this is how to do it.
No, I just apologize. You know, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Like, but it's an icebreaker, and they're going to be like, this guy's an idiot, but you know, like they remember that. I think you know.
They used to walk in the walls, like glass.
Yeah.
Or door.
I remember the door. Yes. Oh my gosh, dude! How many times did you do that at Orchard Hills?
Yeah.
That was funny.
People sometimes get so tense, or you know, like.
Yeah.
It's hard. Sometimes it's intimidating. You walk into the building, you got to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Well, that's the same. That's why I actually started asking people to buy as soon as they walked in the door. Because as soon as they walk in the door, they're afraid of me asking them to buy a house, right? Let's just get that out of the way. Let's just start from the beginning. Now, I'm convinced one day somebody's going to walk in and I'm going to say, all right, let's go write this contract, and they're going to do it.
You have to stop them.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know if I write you one, you know, but it hasn't happened yet. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, and I'm for about, 500, but one day I'll get it. Yeah. I haven't done the whole door, walking into like you.
That should be a topic of. We should do a topic like that, like closing and. I don't have a closing technique. Like,
Icebreakers.
Icebreakers, yeah, icebreakers and closing.
Yeah.
Like how to close it, because I don't close. I don't know how.
No.
They just say okay.
You want me to teach you?
Yeah, somebody need to teach me.
I'll teach you.
Like, usually my coach is like, well, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
That's something. They're like, oh, I'll buy it. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah. But I think you do it better than you think. Like, you set them up. You get them to the point where, like, when you say, all right, so what do you want to do? You know, like the next obvious answer is to say, let's buy it. You know what I mean? Like, you're still closing them. You're just closing them in a different manner. It's just
it's not hard.
I mean, how many different closes are there? Right, 15. 21.
You're supposed to close every time you show them a different room.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, So after seeing this home or this room, would you buy the house now? Well, maybe.
Does this room work for you?
Yeah.
Can you picture yourself here? I can listen to that. I cannot do.
It's annoying.
Oh, I'd be like, stop.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about this home now as fitting your perfect needs?
Yeah. You look at that. Can you imagine yourself pulling up to this house every day, coming home from work? No, I can't.
No, I really can't.
Okay. All right, guys, we gotta get out of here. We can just keep talking nonsense all day long.
That is true.
We want subject. You probably clicked off of this by now.
Yeah, true. If you didn't, thank you for staying and
thanks for
hanging on.
Yeah,
I appreciate this.
yeah. Send us your name, who you are. We'll send you a thank you.
Yeah.
But this was episode 6? Episode 6. So,
Yep.
Again, if you like it, share it, stream it. You can stream it on all the platforms. Give some love. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
Comments, definitely. We'd love to get some comments on them. Ideas, questions, topics and stuff like that. Kind of give us, ideas to roll with, and we want to have more people on. We've had a couple interviews over the last few episodes, so
Those are fun.
Those are fun. Yeah, I'd like to continue that and expand it even more, and just get different areas and all of that of the business. So, if you got any ideas, though, share them with us, share them with your friends, all that stuff. So, till the next episode.
Bye, guys.